What is going on? It's Andrew back again with another video. Today's video, we obviously have the new Andrew McCutchen, the 2012 retro finest when he was on the Pirates. So that's pretty cool. So these are my predictions for this card. Obviously, I think this is the fourth collection we had in Diamond Dynasty. We had the Randy Johnson with the Live Series, the George Brett with the collection so far. And then we have the Jackie Robinson with the All-Star cards, and now there's another one with the collections that will all be increased. So I want to go on the Reddit here. This guy actually made a good thread, as you see. He's also in the MLB The Show concept arts thing, which they do make a lot of good posts. So this is what he thinks. So he's comparing George Brett's awards card to his retro finest, and then he's comparing Andrew McCutchen's signature card last year to his finest, and this is how he thinks it's gonna go. So it's got both stats. The obviously bold is the retro finest we have in the game, and then the non-bold is what they had last year. Now if you look at McCutchen's card, because you see at Brett's card, it is pretty similar right here. And most of the stats, they did up it a little bit because he's a collection reward, obviously. If we just look at McCutchen's stats, I think that's the same thing's going to happen. I think he'll get a little bit on every stat, in my opinion. And then, he'll just be better overall since he's, part of the collection and he's part of the retro finest. So that's what I think is going to happen. And, even if he's with these base stats, he's still a good card, you know what I'm saying? He's probably going to have 100 on all the hitting stats, I would assume, since he's that. Even 90 vision would not even be that bad on this card. He's still usable in the outfield, I think, with his fielding and his arm and all that stuff. And, he's got great speed. So I think this is very accurate, and I think this probably will happen. And he said, in my simulation, this is my best get. It's interesting to see that all Brett's defensive base running stats were given, +5 pretty much. So he thinks similar things that happen with the McCutchen card. And I completely agree. I think this is the McCutchen card we're going to get on Friday. And as this video goes up, it's about to be an hour till the cards actually come out. So, that would be very exciting to go in and try to see the stats and play with him and all that stuff. I'll definitely be tweeting during this whole time, but I kind of want your guys' thoughts on what the card is going to be like. Is he going to be any good with the game? I personally think he will be getting a lot of use, just like the George Brett card, if you have him. That's what I think. Is he end game card? Maybe. It's hard to see what's going to come out later in the game if these stats are all true, obviously, which they probably are, because they're very very similar to how they did the Brett one, where they're just +5 everything kind of. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on what's going to happen there. But I really do think that this card's going to be good. I think he's going to be pretty end game, in my opinion, because all the collections were, I think, last year. I'm trying to think about. So I would say he's pretty much end game. He's the second one to come out. So he'll probably be your center fielder for the rest of the year. So I'll probably have to move move Trout over to left field. Is what I'm probably going to do. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this short little video, I did want to make a video on the Andrew McCutchen thing, because I do think he will be a really good card. How much stuff will he be to get there? Well, only time will tell on that fact. Yeah, another thing from the Reddit, as you can see, these were actually the full requirements for the George Brett. So you had to have the cover athlete Joe Mauer, the Takashi Babe Ruth, which you probably still will need for this new one. You needed about 6 to 7 milestone cards, 5 to 6 signature series cards, 10 to 11 awards, primes, all this stuff. So these were actually the estimates they made, and these were actually the ones that came true. So because I know for milestone it's about 6, signature I think is 6. I think the awards is a little more. I think prime was 12. So these are pretty accurate as well. So I mean, I can only imagine what it's going to be for this one. Probably be even higher. Like the All-Star when it was 60, it'll probably be around 80 cards now, if you include the All-Star cards that just came out. Or maybe 90, 100, I don't know. It'll probably be a lot of cards though, so it's probably not a thing you're going to get right off the jump. So you have to keep that in mind as well. But I think the hardest category will definitely be the prospect cards, because there's just not a lot of them, and they're kind of expensive and they're hard to find. So I think the prospects will be a lot, at least in the market. And I think the awards and maybe the awards and maybe the signatures too, because those are always pretty hard to find. I think the milestones are pretty easy. Primes, there was a lot that just came out, and obviously these monthly awards, the future stars and the tops now will all be easy with the July program coming out pretty soon. So you'll probably be able to finish that pretty quickly. And then usually these ones are the grinder ones, the rookies, the breakouts, the all-star, the veterans. Postseason is not too bad, but we're able to skip one of these. So I don't know, I think it'll definitely be way higher than what it is on this. But I would be curious to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below on what you think. the collections are going to be like when it actually does drop. I kind of want your guys' thoughts and opinions on that in the comment section below. But yeah, that'll be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and obviously the content is about to be out, so hop on the show, go grind. I can't wait to see what the cards like and the collections are like, and all the other content that comes out on Friday. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.